just a little by letting you know my association with Cessnock. Just down the road behind me, Rawson Street at number 64, 75 years ago was my birthplace. I was the youngest of 5 children. Next door, at 66, the Abercrombies, who most of you may know, had the jeweller shop in Cessnock. A few doors up the road lived my grandparents, the Jacksons. 2 doors down lived the Saunders. And across that corner, where the Saunders lived, a young Scottish family had just moved in by the name of Rutherfords. Tom, I believe, is with us today. Good on you, Tom. His brother, affectionately known as Wee Jock, a good mate of mine, received the military medal for his outstanding actions in Vietnam. Sadly, Wee Jock is no longer with us today. Our neighbour on the other side, at number 62, was the Sharp family with their son Tony. Not long after that, they moved to Tamworth, where they had another son, and his name was Gordon. Gordon Sharp became my platoon commander, and he was the platoon commander at the Battle of Long Tan. So just around our surrounding area, there is a thrive of great veterans. I joined the regular army in 1960 and saw service in Malaya from 1961 to 63. In 1965, I was promoted and became the platoon sergeant of 11 Platoon, D Company, 6 RAR. My responsibility was to train the first intake of our national servicemen and our young regular soldiers in preparation for deployment to Vietnam. Prior to embarkation, I received a baby-faced National Service officer by the name of Gordon Sharp. While in Vietnam, he informed me that it was his family that lived next door to me in Aberdare. Gordon and I formed a close bond, not only with each other, but with the platoon as a whole. However, this all changed mid-August, when the platoon sergeants of 10 and 11 Platoon were changed over. Not of my choice, nor of my doing. It did affect the morale of the platoon. They became a stronger, close-knit force. This was proven during the battle, where they protected each other and gave their all. I will not dwell on the battle itself, only to say it has been well documented, and if you ask the 108 soldiers that were at Vietnam, at Long Tan, you will get 108 different versions. We saw and we did different things. If you ever wondered what it would have been like to have been at Long Tan, there is a movie, and I'm not trying to glorify it. It was a Mel Gibson movie, We Were Soldiers. In that, I could see so much of Long Tan. I would like to progress to the next day after the battle. We evacuated our dead and wounded that we had with us, and then when we went in to the actual battle site the next morning, the platoon I had trained was still in an all-round defensive position, protecting each other. We were ecstatic to find two of our wounded, Jimmy Richmond and Barry Miller, who had remained with their dead mates throughout the long night. This, to me, was mateship. Over the next days, we buried 245 enemy soldiers. Hundreds more were removed during the night. I too would like to support the guns of the New Zealand artillery. Their FO, Forward Observer, Murray Stanley, the gunners, the plotters, such as Sergeant Brian Meir, who was with us today. Along with our own artillery, without their dedication and their accuracy, none of us would have been here today. Also, I cannot forget the timely arrival of the ammunition resupply by helicopter. And of course, the one who broke up the attack, the cavalry, the armoured personnel carriers. We, the survivors of Long Tan, thank you once again for what you did on that day. I remained with 6 RAR, and in 1969 I returned to Vietnam on my second tour, once again as the platoon sergeant of 11th Platoon. In August of that year, on the 3rd anniversary of Long Tan, I was required to locate the original site so that a memorial cross could be erected, just like this one. The site I had selected for the cross was not where D Company went into a defensive position, but where the men of 11th Platoon had fallen. This is now the site of the Long Tan Cross. I would like to say that this memorial cross still stands today, one of only 2 allowed on Vietnam soil, for which I thank the Vietnamese government in allowing. Over the past 20-odd years, veterans have returned to Vietnam as part of their healing process and to help build schools, roads, bridges, and to conduct educational and health programs. We have no other place to pay our respects or to honour our presence in Vietnam other than at the Long Tan Cross. It is there we gather to remember our mates and the 521 fellow soldiers who gave their lives. My son and granddaughter are there at the moment representing me and to pay their respects to D Company. We hope this will occur. Here I'm joined by my wife, my daughter, my sister-in-law, along with my nieces, my nephews, my cousins, for which I thank them from the bottom of my heart. In Canberra, at the memorial, at 4:55 today, Gordon Sharp will be paid tribute. The Long Tan Cross was erected in the blood-soaked earth from our soldiers and those of our enemy. Today, the cross that stands before you has been erected in a place of peace and joy, where we once played and our children laughed. It is here not to glorify war, but to honour the 50th anniversary of the Battle of Long Tan. I would like it to be a little more than that. I would like it to be a place where we can reflect of those who have gone before us in all wars. Each time we gaze upon the cross, may we give gratitude to those who served and suffered in protecting our wonderful country. Thank you very much.